I am Dr. Jagdale. I would like to share my views related with the paper Principles of Plant Science, paper 2. So this paper, it includes credits related to the plant physiology and cell biology. Also, this is for one credit, and another credit is for molecular biology. So 2 credit paper for your semester 2nd, Principles of Plant Science. So what we will study in this credit first, and firstly related to the plant physiology. So what is plant physiology and its definition, as well as what is the scope of this plant physiology. Then another chapter is related with the diffusion and imbibition. So diffusion is one of the important phenomenon. Also the another phenomenon, that is imbibition, it is also an important one. Another process named as osmosis is also involved in the plant body, and osmosis plays important role for various purposes. What are those? And there are types, definition, and lastly one more phenomenon, that is the plasmolysis. It is also an important phenomenon and it plays a role in the plant body. So like this, diffusion, osmosis, imbibition and plasmolysis, these 4 phenomena, we will try to understand these phenomena while going through the chapters. In addition, in this plant physiology, one more topic is included, and that is related to the growth of the plant and the growth regulators. So plant growth and plant growth regulators. So like this, plant physiology syllabus is. Now our discussion will be related with the process of diffusion. So diffusion is the process which is very important for different plant activities. So due to the process of diffusion, we can say the molecules from their higher concentration, they move towards the lower concentration area, and this movement is due to their inherent energy. So actually saying the definition one can give for the diffusion is movement of particles, or you can say molecules, from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration. So can be asked for 1 mark. So basically the process or the phenomenon of this diffusion, one can have the idea about it. If one put sugar in a liquid, or then entire liquid or water, the sugar molecules that diffuse throughout the liquid, giving uniform sweet taste to the solution. So this is the phenomenon of the diffusion. In the same manner, you can have the other examples like bottle of acetic acid or chloroform, or we can say formaldehyde, etc. If it is if it remain open, then in laboratory you can feel the smell of that particular chemical, and this is due to the process of diffusion. In chemistry laboratory, one can feel the hydrogen sulfide gas smell if that apparatus is in operation. One can feel the smell of the hydrogen gas which diffuses in the surrounding atmosphere. So these are some of the examples of diffusion. We have seen the definition of the diffusion. One more diffusion can be explained with the help of one more thing, that is, if crystals of copper sulfate, if they are placed in a beaker, you see here on the screen the crystals, they diffuse in the surrounding liquid, that is water. So we can say diffusion is movement of molecules from higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration due to their inherent kinetic energy, and this process it continues up till there is a uniform distribution or there is a dynamic equilibrium. So dynamic equilibrium, it must be established, and then only the process of diffusion will complete. Again, once again, we will see definition. So diffusion means the movement of molecules from high concentration to the movement to the region of their low concentration due to their inherent kinetic energy till they get distributed uniformly until a dynamic equilibrium is established. Or a simple definition of diffusion is the movement of particles or molecules from a region of higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration. See on the screen here on the screen, if suppose high concentration of some solid particles, if it is here from this place to the place where concentration of these solid molecules, they are less, so in that region the molecules, they travel, and this traveling is due to their inherent energy. It do not require energy from outside, and this movement continues till there is a dynamic equilibrium. Now we will see few things related with the factors which affects the process of diffusion. So rate of diffusion, it increases with increase in temperature. Second thing, diffusion pressure gradient affects the process of diffusion. If gradient increases, rate of diffusion increases. In other words, we can say rate of diffusion increases with the steepness of diffusion pressure gradient. Third factor, that is diffusion depends on concentration or the number of diffusing particles. The greater the concentration of diffusing particles in a system, greater will be the diffusion pressure and diffusion itself. Another thing, that is chemical nature of diffusing substance, it also affects the rate of diffusion. So these are few of the factors which affects the rate of diffusion. One more point we will discuss here, that is what is the importance of diffusion to the plants. So in plant physiology, this phenomenon, that is diffusion, it is of great importance, and few points we will see. Passive salt absorption. In passive salt absorption, that is without expenditure of energy, the absorption of salts from outside to the cell sap, it takes place, and this is due to the diffusion, process of diffusion. Means diffusion has significant role to play in passive salt absorption. Another thing, that is translocation of organic solids, or we can say food material, over short distance, that can take place by the process of diffusion. So this is the another importance. Then thirdly, diffusion of water vapor into the outer atmosphere, that occurs through the open stomata in stomatal transpiration. So in transpiration, we know water get lost in the form of vapors through the stomata, and for this process even diffusion plays important role. One more importance of diffusion lies in exchange of gases during the process of photosynthesis. You know, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out during the process of photosynthesis, and for this the diffusion plays important role. So these are few of the things related to the diffusion. So in diffusion, questions can be asked like definition of diffusion, example of diffusion, then the factors affecting diffusion, and importance of diffusion.